could do is just do a little touch like that. And just kind of put it in there. And hopefully that moisture, I don't need to change fingers since I've got color. Yeah, and maybe that moisture will kind of sink in. I don't know, I've never tried this. I should have done it the other way around. It's backwards now. Again, who cares? There's only 2 things I got to do today besides work. And that is, at lunchtime, I am going to go trade out my fountain pump, messed up. And I got a new one. And of course, because these days you can't be there in person, it's too big. So I need to go get a littler one. What happened to my necklaces? I like having my necklaces out of my collar, y'all. But these little short ones, they keep always tucking themselves under. Do you see them? I like them. I gotta say, this leave-in treatment has made this feel a little bit more moist, and it is seeming to hold this to my hair not be too frizzy. So I do like it. And now I have to have a sip of my coffee. So now we definitely need something in the eye contour area. I am going to stay with, what am I trying to say? I'm going to stay with, since I did the shimmer on the inner corners and under the brow, I am going to use, let's see, probably Humble. No, that's Humble. This is the, matte is the word I'm looking for. This is the matte highlight. That is, and it's obviously more peachy tone. This is more champagne white. This is also a matte. It's called Charming. And the one next to it right there is called Maverick. And that's what I'm going to use for the crease. So let's just try Maverick. I have a funny feeling Maverick is going to be very pigmented. So I'm using my large fluffy E50 from Sigma. And I'm just going to put a little bit on that because I'm not quite sure how this is going to go. Let's see how dark that is. And this is for the area between the brow and the crease. So you go from the top of the brow right under that white highlight and come down into the crease. Yeah, glad I did not use much. That is super pigmented. And you go back and forth so that you don't have brush marks. Then you can just kind of rub across it like that and come inward. Okay, and do you see how that calms down all that bright white between? You still want the white. I mean, that's why you put it there. You want it to wake up the brow, but it can be a little too much. So we're just literally going to put this in there and drag down once, and that's all the amount I need. And see how I could have gone all over the eye with the highlighter to get rid of that blue, but this is such a concentrated color. When I say blue, I mean my veins, that it's going to cover those veins. Back, out, in. Actually, it doesn't. But the veins are in the crease, and I'm fixing to put a darker color there. And then I'm just going to... Here. See? It's just a nice little... I don't know what I'm trying to say. A nice color. Nice transition. Alright, so now I'm going to Maverick. I'm just going to roll this because this is my E45 Sigma tapered blending brush. One of my favorites. This is how I get my crease. It's pointed. So I start out here with the underline of the V like that, right? And then there's the top part of the V. So you could literally leave it like that. I like to go all the way through the crease, back and forth in windshield wiper motions, and kind of look up at it because then the skin grabs it and it helps kind of blend it out. And then any left over, I'm going to reinforce that V. V, V. And see how that just, it gives it a little bit of definition, see? The comparison's very subtle. Because also these are very well blended colors to each other. And that's important inside of a palette, is do the colors kind of go together. Again, you could just make an outer V like that. And you're done. I like to go all the way into the crease, so I go back and forth. And then again, I start looking up into the mirror so that this now, the skin is, see how it's kind of dragging a little? I want it to. I want it to kind of grab that brush and clean it off by putting it in there. Then I reinforce that V. How do you feel like that did? I feel like it did very well. All right, now I'm going to, we're still going to blend that out, so calm down. But now I'm going to use my E50 short shader, which most people call this a smudge brush. It's just a little horizontal brush with very short, tightly packed bristles. When you turn it the other way, long way, you could also use it this way to do things, not just